with a brand new remake now playing in theaters, which you'll get a review of this weekend. Let's talk about the original West Side Story, which I just finished watching for the first time ever. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1961 musical romantic drama flick West Side Story, released by United Artists, directed by Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins, with a screenplay by Ernest Lemon. Film's an adaptation of the 1957 Broadway musical of the same name, which in turn was inspired by Shakespeare's play of Romeo and Juliet. Starring Natalie Wood, Richard Beymer, Russ Tamblyn, Rita Moreno, and George Chakiris, was photographed by Daniel L. Fapp in Super Panavision 70. The music was composed by Leonard Bernstein with lyrics by Stephen Sondheim. Now then. Now, I'll go ahead and give you the story just to give you the heads up, but I won't spoil anything on the new one, what have you. Two teenage gangs struggled for control on the Upper West Side in New York City in the 1950s. The Jets, a white gang led by Riff, brawled with the Sharks, a group of Puerto Ricans led by Bernardo. Lieutenant Schrank and Officer Krupke, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, arrive and break it up. The Jets decide to challenge the Sharks to a rumble after an upcoming dance. And Riff wants his best friend Tony, co-founder of the Jets, who left the gang, to fight at the rumble. Riff invites Tony to the dance, but Tony tells Riff that he senses something important in its coming, which Riff suggests could happen at the dance. After more persuasion, Tony agrees to go. Bernardo's younger sister, Maria, tells her best friend and Bernardo's girlfriend, Anita, how excited she is about the dance. At the dance, the gangs and their girls refuse to intermingle. Tony arrives, and he and Maria fall in love, but Bernardo angrily demands that Tony stay away from her. Riff proposes a meeting with Bernardo at Doc's drugstore at midnight to settle the rules of the rumble. Well, Maria is sent home, and Anita argues that Bernardo is overprotective of Maria, and they compare the advantages of Puerto Rico and the United States. Tony sneaks onto Maria's fire escape, where they reaffirm their love. Krupke, who suspects the Jets are planning something, visits them and warns them not to cause trouble. But the Sharks arrive, and the gangs agree to have the showdown the following evening under the highway, with a one-on-one fistfight. When Schrank arrives, the gangs find friendship. Schrank and the Sharks Schrank orders the Sharks out and unsuccessfully tries to discover information about the fight. The next day at the bridal shop where they work, Anita accidentally tells Maria about the rumble, and Tony arrives to see Maria. Anita, shocked, warns them about the consequences if Bernardo learns of their relationship. Maria makes Tony promise to prevent the rumble, and soon the two fantasize about their wedding. But the gangs approach the area under the highway, and Tony arrives to stop the fight, but Bernardo antagonizes him. Unwilling to watch Tony be humiliated, Riff initiates a knife fight. Tony tries to intervene, which leads to Bernardo stabbing and killing Riff. Tony then kills Bernardo with Riff's knife, and a melee ensues. Police sirens blare, and everyone flees, leaving behind the dead bodies. Maria waits for Tony on the rooftop of her apartment building. Her fiancé, Chino, arrives and tells her what happened. When Tony arrives, he asks her for forgiveness before he turns himself into the police. Maria confirms her love for him and asks Tony to stay with her. Alright, I'm going to the ending and final act, okay? You know the procedure. 5 seconds to stop this video, go to the description box. If you've seen this movie, continue on, okay? Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you since this is the original and not the new one. The Jets and their new leader, Ice, reassemble outside a garage and focus on reacting to the police. Anybody's arrives and warns them that Chino is now after Tony with a gun. I sends the Jets to warn Tony. A grieving Anita enters the apartment while Tony and Maria are in the bedroom. The lovers arrange to meet at Doc's, where they will pick up getaway money to elope. Anita spots Tony leaving through the window and chides Maria for the relationship with Bernardo's killer, but Maria convinces her to help them elope. Schrank arrives and questions Maria about the rumble. Sends Anita to tell Tony that Maria is detained from meeting him. When Anita reaches Doc's, the Jets harass her until Doc intervenes. Anita angrily says that Chino has killed Maria. Doc banishes the Jets, gives Tony his getaway money in the basement, and delivers Anita's message. Tony, distraught, runs into the street shouting for Chino to kill him too. In the playground next to Doc's, Tony spots Maria and they run toward each other, only for Chino to shoot Tony, and the gangs arrive to find Maria holding Tony, who dies in her arms. Maria stops the gangs from fighting, takes the gun from Chino, and threatens to shoot everyone, blaming their hate for the deaths. Shrank, Krupke, and Doc arrive, and the gangs form a funeral procession, with Maria following. The police arrest Chino and lead him away. End of story. So what did I think of the original West Side Story? Well, this was a first time watch. I just finished watching on Turner Classic Movies. And I must say, it's really something. I gotta say, the film received a real high praise from the critics and viewers and became the highest grossing film of '61, winning 10 out of its 11 nominations at the Academy Awards, including Best Picture, in addition to a special award for, well, let's see, I'm trying to find this. Yes, Jerome Robbins, becoming the record holder for the most wins for a musical. The film is regarded as one of the greatest musical films of all time. So it is pretty good. While I'm mostly into other types of musicals, I'm mostly more into other musicals for these last years that came out years later, like, oh, I don't know, Grease and what have you. But this film will probably come up there, even though it was my first time watching this. The film has been deemed culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant by the Library of Congress and was selected for preservation in the U.S. National Film Registry in '97. Anyway, I really love the musical numbers that we got to hear. Really good. All of them were actually good. The cast was absolutely good. Natalie Wood is exceptionally good as Maria, and Richard Beymer is Tony. Very good. Let's see. We had Russ Tamblyn as Riv, and Rita Moreno as Anita, who of course will be seeing her as a different character, Valentina, in Spielberg's new, adaptation of the film, which of course is now playing in theaters. Again, you will get a spoiler-free review of it Sunday morning, because I've already confirmed it since I've already got something else lined up for tomorrow night. Anyway, of course, Moreno won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, and George Chakiris plays Bernardo, and he won Supporting Actor. Let's see, Simon Oakland played Police Lieutenant Schrank, Ned Glass played Doc, and William Bramley played Krupke. He also played the role in the original Broadway production, as a matter of fact. Now, of the music, Moreno did all of her singing except for one in A Boy Like That. Bay Wand had to do that because, I think I just heard it was just right up there with Moreno. But anyway, the rest of the cast isn't too bad. There's a host of others. Too many to mention, though. but the production in this was really good, and I really do think that the film story is absolutely really good too. Anyway, the film had earned rentals of 19 million in the US and Canada. Again, it remained the highest grossing musical film of all time until The Sound of Music surpassed it 4 years later. Now, overall, until last year, the film grossed 44 million worldwide, and then soon it came to 382 million as of last year. Still, I gotta give this film credit. It had all the stuff I could even get. Now, I know the ending might have been a little sad and what have you, and no, I didn't cry during this. Never do cry. I almost did in one movie, but that's another story. But anyway, the music from Leonard Bernstein was really good. The cinematography was really good. I like just about everything this movie had to offer, so this film was really good. So, with all that said, would I recommend the original West Side Story? I would say, hell yeah. This is definitely a good flick, and I think this would be worth watching. It recently did celebrate its 16th anniversary not so long ago, back in October of this year. So anyway, this is really good, and of course, it just more recently got a new version from Steven Spielberg, released by 20th Century Studios, which is now playing. Anyway, a great cast, a great story, great directing, great music, etc., etc., etc. You get from this movie, so this is still a definite recommendation from me. So, what are your thoughts on the original West Side Story? You can tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, my Saturday morning TV log of the Kids Superpower, which Shazam will be coming up tomorrow morning. And next time, I'll be bringing to you a 30th anniversary review of another film Spielberg did, and that would be Hook. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to consider checking out my reviews for these other musical films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review for The Sound of Music, which I did last year. The upper right-hand corner is my review of Grease, or if you want something more recent, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of In the Heights. And the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.